Have you ever faced the most confusing silence in the universe? A silence from the one person whose eyes, just yesterday, held your entire world. You give her the sun, and suddenly, you get an icy void in return. All logic shatters. Your mind screams for a reason, an explanation. You rewind every moment, every word, and you land on one of two conclusions. What did I do wrong? Or worse, it was all a lie. But what if I told you that her silence isn't a rejection? What if her silence isn't a closed door, but an invitation? Not an invitation for you to chase. Not an invitation for you to fix. It is an invitation to enter a deeper room within yourself, a place most men never dare to go. Today we are not talking about tactics. We are not talking about games. We are talking about the truth of fear, the nature of connection, and a profound paradox. Sometimes, her silence isn't the end of love, but a painful symptom of it. Beginning to get too real. This is the first level of perception. Silence is an invitation. We come to the second level. Forget the image of a fortress to be conquered. That is the language of war. Let's use a different image. A woman's heart, especially one that has been hurt, is like a garden. A garden that has been neglected, that has known storms, that has endured drought. The memory of failed harvests runs deep in the soil. And then you come along. You aren't just a light rain. You are a summer downpour, bringing with you a brilliant sun and a powerful life force. You are a strange seed, sprouting faster than anything she has ever seen. Your connection isn't just a flower. It's a jungle that grows overnight. One part of her is overjoyed. But another part, the gardener inside her, is in a state of absolute panic. The gardener knows that what grows too fast often has shallow roots. The gardener is terrified that this jungle will suck all the remaining nutrients from the soil, and that when it dies, the garden will be barren forever. So, she does the only thing a cautious gardener can do. She pauses. She steps back. She ignores you. This ignoring is not to kill the plant. It is to check the soil. It is to see how deep the roots have gone. It is to ask herself, do I have the strength to care for this jungle? This is a protective retreat, not a rejection. The low-value man sees this pause and panics. He thinks the garden is dying. He starts watering frantically. He throws more fertilizer. He sends hundreds of texts, makes dozens of calls. He accidentally turns the downpour into a flood, drowning the very seed he is trying to save. He becomes the pressure, proving to the gardener, you're right. This connection is overwhelming and dangerous. The high-value man, the wise man, understands the principle of the garden. He recognizes this is the garden's time to rebalance. He also steps back. Not in anger, but in respect. He becomes the sun, still there, warm and stable, from a safe distance. He applies no pressure. He sends a message with his own silence. Your garden is yours. I respect your process. My light is here when you are ready. This stability, my friends, is the only nutrient the garden truly needs, and this brings us to a deep, reflective question. When you face her silence, is the energy you bring that of a suffocating flood or that of the patient sun? Now we enter the third level. This is where we flip a common flawed belief completely upside down. The old idea is, she's testing you. She's testing your frame. This language puts you on the defensive. It turns love into a test you must pass. But the truth is much deeper and much simpler. This is the mirror principle. Her chaotic state is not a test she is giving you. It is a perfect mirror reflecting your own inner state. Think about this. If you are a man who is truly at peace, truly grounded from within, if your happiness and your worth are not dependent on her approval or attention, how will her silence register? As curiosity, perhaps. Maybe a little sadness. But it will not be an existential crisis. It will not make you question your entire worth. But if deep down, you are insecure, if you need her to feel enough, if you are using her to fill a void inside of you, then her silence is a nightmare. It triggers every fear of abandonment, every self-doubt you've tried to hide. She is not testing you. She is triggering you. Her silence becomes a storm. And this storm has no power over a mountain, but it will rip a house of straw to shreds. The low-value man. The house of straw collapses. He texts, "Are we okay? What did I do wrong? Why are you doing this to me?" He is saying, "Your storm is destroying me. Please stop so I can feel safe." He has proven that his peace is fragile. The high-value man, the mountain, understands the storm is not his. There is a famous Zen story. A fearsome samurai comes to threaten a Zen master. He draws his sword and screams, "Do you not know who I am? I am a man who can run you through without batting an eye." The Zen master calmly replies, "And I am a man who can be run through without batting an eye." The samurai was stunned, and then he bowed. Her silence is that sword. She is swinging it, not to attack you, but because the storm inside her is making her do it. The high-value man does not react to the storm. He doesn't try to stop it. He simply is unflinching. He continues his work, his purpose, his life. This non-reaction, this stability sends the loudest possible message. I am here. I am not broken by your storm. Therefore, you do not have to be afraid of your own storm. This place is safe. Her silence is the mirror. It doesn't show her who you are. It shows you who you are. So, the reflective question for this level is, when you look into the mirror of her silence, do you see a calm king on his throne? Or do you see a beggar pleading for validation? We have only passed through the first 3 levels. We've seen silence as an invitation, understood the garden's need for a pause, and faced the mirror of our own inner state. If you stop here, you are already ahead of 90% of men. But the journey is not over. Now we go deeper, into the realms where logic fails, and we must touch the very heart of fear. This is the 4th level, a reorganization of the soul. We often think of love as an addition. You have your life, she has her life, and you add to each other. This is a misunderstanding. True, deep, soul-shaking love, the kind you are experiencing, is not addition. It is a chemical transformation. Picture it, a caterpillar. To become a butterfly, what must it do? It builds a chrysalis, and inside, the caterpillar completely dissolves. It turns into a soup, a chaos of cells, before it can reorganize into a creature with wings. Her independent, autonomous self, the person who was perfectly fine before you came along, is now facing a new reality, the existence of we. And that I is terrified. Her silence is the chrysalis. She has retreated inside, not to hide from you, but to do the terrifying inner work of asking, who am I, if I am no longer just mine? Her entire worldview has to be rewired. Her future, her career, her friendships. Everything is called into question. The caterpillar is dissolving. This is a chaotic, lonely, and necessary process. The low-value man cannot stand the chrysalis. He sees the silence and thinks the butterfly is dead. He panics. He tries to tear the chrysalis open. He texts, he calls, he demands, "Where are you? Come back! Be the caterpillar I fell in love with." He doesn't realize that by tearing open the chrysalis, he kills the butterfly. He prevents the transformation, proving he is not patient or strong enough to guard this sacred process. The high-value man, the wise man, understands the sanctity of the chrysalis. He doesn't try to rip it open. He guards it. He steps back and becomes a guardian of that silent space. He sends an energy of peace, a wordless message. I know you are going through a great change. I am not afraid of your chaos. Do the work you need to do. I am here, guarding the chrysalis. When you are ready, fly. He gives her the most precious gift, the space to die and be reborn. The reflective question for this level is, are you demanding that she stay in her old, familiar shape, or are you strong enough to love the chaos of her becoming something new? This brings us to the 5th level, one of the greatest paradoxes, the fear of happiness. We are programmed to believe we fear pain. But the truth is, many of us fear happiness even more. Why? Because when you are truly happy, For the first time in a long time, you have something to lose. Imagine a person who is used to shallow relationships, used to disappointment. Pain, while uncomfortable, is familiar. It is their comfort zone. And then you come along. You bring kindness. You bring stability. You bring real, healthy love. To a soul accustomed to storms. Your peace is more terrifying than a hurricane. It's too good to be true. The voice inside her starts screaming. This is a trap. It won't last. The other shoe is about to drop. Get out now, before you get hurt worse than ever. Her silence is an act of self-sabotage. She is trying to destroy the happiness before the happiness has a chance to destroy her. She is abandoning you, before you have a chance to abandon her. This is what psychology calls cherophobia, the irrational fear of happiness. The low-value man sees this and takes it personally. He thinks, my kindness isn't good enough. My love isn't strong enough. He starts trying harder. He buys more flowers, says more loving words, tries to prove he is safe. But he doesn't understand. The problem isn't his love. The problem is her capacity to receive it. The more he proves, the louder he makes her internal alarm system scream. See? It's way too good. It's definitely a trap. The high-value man doesn't try to prove. He empathizes. He recognizes her fear. Instead of trying to fight it, he normalizes it. He doesn't say, don't be afraid, I'm here. He says with his energy, I know. I know. It's terrifying, isn't it? This much happiness. I feel it too. But we don't have to run. He doesn't try to pull her out of the pit of fear. He just sits at the edge of the pit with her calmly, until she is ready to climb out herself. His calm presence is the antidote to her fear. The reflective question for this level is, when happiness arrives, do you welcome it? Or are you also secretly looking for an exit because the pain is more familiar and safe? And now, we arrive at the 6th level. The deepest root. The source of almost every test. If you understand this, you will understand 99% of all irrational behavior in love. This is the father's echo. Every woman carries a frequency of masculine energy. This frequency was set very early in her life, by the first and most important man she ever knew. Her father. That relationship, or lack thereof, created an unconscious blueprint for what a man's love feels like. Consider 2 cases. Case 1. Her father was absent, unreliable, or emotionally volatile. Love to her equals longing. She learned, to get a man's love, you must chase it. Your stability and consistency are boring. It doesn't feel like love. Case 2. Her father was critical, controlling, or cold. Love to her equals earning. She learned, love is conditional. You must win it. Your kindness and unconditional acceptance are suspicious. And then you come along. A high-value, stable, kind man. You are a completely new frequency. And her brain short-circuits. Her silence is a desperate, unconscious attempt to get things back to normal. She is provoking you. If she is used to absence, her silence is an unconscious invitation. Chase me. Prove I matter. Become unstable just like I'm used to. If she is used to criticism, her silence is an unconscious invitation. Get mad. Show me your dark side. Tell me what I did wrong, so I can feel normal again. This is the real test. She is unconsciously asking you to become her wound. The low-value man fails instantly. He becomes the echo. He starts chasing. Or he gets angry texting. Why are you treating me like this? Either way, he has just confirmed her core belief. See, all men are the same. Game over. The high-value man, the frequency breaker, recognizes this. He sees the provocation, and he does not participate. He does not chase. He does not punish. He holds his own frequency. He remains the sun. He remains the mountain. Calm and consistent. This act by him does something extraordinary. It forces her to choose. Continue living on the old painful frequency. or bravely step up to the new frequency of stability and healthy love that you are offering. You are not just giving her love. You are giving her the chance to heal her own blueprint of love. This is the greatest gift a man can offer. The final reflective question for today is, are you trying to be the man her wound expects, or will you be the man her healing needs? We have traveled through 6 levels of perception. From an invitation, a garden, a mirror, to a chrysalis, a fear of happiness, and finally, a deep echo from the past. As you can see, her silence is rarely about you. It is almost always about her, but there is one final level. The 7th level, where we stop talking about her. We talk about you. About the ultimate truth of a king. Welcome to the final level. Level 7. For the past 6 levels we analyzed her. We explored her fear, her past, her psychology. But all of that, as insightful as it is, still places you in the position of reacting to her. This 7th level is not about her. It is about you. This is the truth that will change everything. The problem is not that she is silent. The problem is that you need her to speak. This is the final test. Absolute freedom. Imagine you are a king. A true king. You are busy building your kingdom. You are focused on your mission, on ruling wisely, on creating value. A person visits your kingdom. A queen perhaps. She says, "I love this kingdom." And you say, "I am honored. You are always welcome here." But then one day she says, "I think I must leave." The low-value man, the one pretending to be king, collapses. He says, "No, don't go. What do you need? I'll change." This kingdom is nothing without you. He has just proven he is not a king. He is a beggar, and his kingdom is just a decorated prison. What does the true king do? He remains calm. He may feel sadness, but he does not collapse. He says, "I respect your decision. The gates are always open. Take my blessing on your journey. Now I must return to my work. My kingdom needs me." This is the ultimate power. The power that comes not from holding her, but from knowing your kingdom stands, with or without her. Her silence is a test. Not her test for you. It is the universe's test for you. Are you truly a king, or are you just waiting for a queen to arrive and tell you that you are one? She pulls away to see if you will chase. And when you don't chase, not because you are playing a game, but because you are genuinely busy with your mission, genuinely secure in your own value, a miracle happens. The great paradox is this: by giving her the absolute freedom to leave, you become the one man she never wants to walk away from. Your calm, your non-neediness, is the ultimate safety you can offer. She realizes you are not another storm. You are the harbor. You are not a cage. You are the sky. The final reflective question of this journey. Is your goal to get her, or is it to build a kingdom so magnificent that she voluntarily chooses to stay? Now, how do we become that king? How do we find that calm when our insides are screaming? It starts with a simple practice. Not to change her, but to master you. Let's call this the I am the sky exercise. When the anxiety rises, when you feel the urge to check your phone for the 10th time, when the anger or the fear of abandonment starts to grip your throat, stop. Just for 1 minute, close your eyes. Don't try to push the feeling away. Don't judge it. Just name it. This is fear, or this is insecurity. Picture that feeling as a dark cloud. And then take a deep breath and say to yourself, I am not the cloud. I am the sky. I am the vast eternal sky. This cloud is just passing through. It may be intense. It may bring thunder, but it cannot hurt the sky. It is not the sky. Repeat it. I am the mountain. This feeling is the storm. The storm can rage, but it can never, ever move the mountain. You do this once, twice, 10 times. Slowly, a space will begin to open up between you, the observer, and the emotion. The observed. In that space is your freedom. In that space is the peace of the king. You are no longer a slave to your feelings. You are their master, and so, We complete our 7-level journey. We began in a place of confusion and pain, facing a silence. And we end by realizing that silence was never a curse. It was a gift. It was the mirror the universe held up, forcing you to look. It was the fire of initiation, forcing you to forge yourself, from an insecure boy into a grounded king. You see, this journey was never about getting her. This journey was about getting yourself. Your job is not to chase a butterfly. Your job is to build a garden so beautiful, so strong, that the butterflies will come to you. And even if they don't, you are still left with a beautiful garden. Thank you for walking this path with me. If this awakens something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Share your story, your truth, in the comments below. And if you are ready to continue building your kingdom, subscribe. We will become the men we were born to be. Together. Be the sky. Be the mountain. Be the king.